Say hi, Zoe. Zoe. Hello, beautiful people. I know you were expecting to... Ooh, it's starting to rain a little harder now. I might have to go inside. I knew you were expecting to see the podcast studio, but unfortunately, I want to get on here quickly and just apologize for some things. The audio might not sound great. I wasn't able to mix it super well. And also, the bigger issue is that me and Anna are really blown out. The cameras just were not cooperating with me at all. We are really bright, and it doesn't look super great. I tried to fix it as best I could, but it's not going to look good. So, just wanted to... warn you about that. But yeah, had a great time recording with Anna. She's very smart, very prepared in all the stuff that she does. And yeah, it was just a good time chatting about Oscar stuff and movies. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. All right. Okay, welcome back to my podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm very excited today, and you should be too, because you don't have to listen to me yap for 17 minutes last time. I've got a guest on today. I'm very excited to have this guest on. A good friend of mine. We go and watch movies together, which really should be, a staple of any good friendship. So I'm happy that she's on. And yeah, no more talking. I'm excited to introduce my good friend, Anna Watson. Anna, how are you?
I'm doing so well. How are you, Ben?
I'm good. How have things been? I mean, we had good weather on Monday, but ever since it's been rainy. How have you been holding up? Is it all right?
Not well. Not well. I was really excited for the warm.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm in my element.
Yeah.
And then it said no
Yeah.
and sent it right back.
Yep, and now we're back to rain and 30 degrees. Yeah, so today I mentioned the movies because we're going to be discussing the Oscars, as you can tell by the title, I'm sure. Both big movie buffs, not like film critic style, but more just kind of, chill, watch movies occasionally. And yeah, so we are going to run through a few of our picks for the big awards. Not all the awards. I think we're going to do like about a dozen awards. Some of them I just don't really care all that much about, if I'm being honest. And then we'll go into some of our predictions, because obviously the Academy is sometimes not correct in their predictions. So what we want to happen probably won't happen. So we'll give you what we predict there. First, though, Anna, the last movie we saw together was The Secret Agent. It was a good time. You actually ended up watching One Battle After Another right after that. I want to ask, how did you like Secret Agent? Because I have my opinions, but I want to hear yours first.
Like, I thought it was a beautiful movie. I enjoyed watching it and I was entertained. I just sort of thought the pacing wasn't 100%.
Yeah. No,
and
I
like
agree
something
with
was off.
Yeah.
But like, I thought it was a good performance from Mora, and I enjoyed it. I can say that.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, it's obviously it's a movie that I enjoyed being there for, but I think you're spot on. The pacing, it kind of got slow a little bit. I was wondering when we were gonna get going, and then you think to yourself, it's like, oh, it's already been an hour and a half. Like, how much more can we do? I really did like the ending. Without, like, you didn't really see what happened to him. It's just kind of, it happened. It's kind of, I don't know if you've ever seen No Country for Old Men, but the ending of that movie is very similar, where the main character is just poof, and it's all of a sudden he's gone. So, yeah, really, really like that one. And then you also watched One Battle After Another.
Yes.
I read your Letterboxd review, and you were, I shouldn't say scathing, but definitely not. Definitely didn't enjoy it as much as other people have.
I thought I was pretty fair. Like, I feel like 3.5 stars. I had a good time watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like blown out of the water.
Yeah,
I'm also ready to chalk that up to like, I've been sitting in a dark movie theater.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the sun in 6 hours. And it's like,
yeah,
you
were ready to be done. You were ready to be
Yeah.
done. So no, that's fair.
But I need a rewatch. I walked out of that movie. I was like, I didn't get it like everyone is getting it.
Yeah.
I need to watch it again. And after that, I think I'll have like my full formed opinion on it.
Definitely. That's a fair assessment of things. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I can't imagine being in there for 6 hours. That's absolutely horrible. The longest movie I've seen in there, I think, was The Brutalist, which is 3.5 hours, but it had a 15-minute intermission,
right.
so I got to walk around for a little bit. But yeah, okay, so the first award we're gonna go with. I kind of did throw things out of order, so I apologize to you, Anna. We're gonna do casting, kind of a more niche award, I should say. Would you like to kick off or receive for giving your first nomination here? Do you want to start?
I can kick off.
Okay, awesome.
I can
all
kick
right,
off.
all right.
Okay, so I mean, for me, this is a pretty easy pick, and like, I can't say that much about casting because I read about the process, because this is a brand new award this year, and like among like submitting a clip and everything, the casting directors had to submit a written account of
Really?
like their process for this. So
Mhm.
obviously we don't have that, which is like whatever. I'm sort of treating this as more like, for me, of what I can judge and like an ensemble
Mhm.
thing. It's got to be Sinners for me. Like
Yeah.
just like a terrific, I don't know, terrific group of people, and everyone held their own. And I think the biggest find maybe I don't, in the past 2 years of movies is Miles Caton.
Mhm.
Like coming out of nowhere, his very first film. And I remember when I saw that movie when it came out, I mean, he was basically all anyone could talk about.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, no, I think Sinners being nominated for the record number of awards this year, I think it's hopefully brings home, a good few. Unfortunately for me, I've gone in a different direction. And actually, funny enough, you're actually very I should have known this, that you're very prepared and have far more information than I do. But
No.
but yeah, I went with The Secret Agent, and the main reason I did is because I think when you watch a movie, you kind of want to not think it's a movie, and
Yeah.
I think that The Secret Agent did that really well, partly because it's a Brazilian film, partly because I don't really know everyone in there, obviously, other than Mora. But it was super nice to look in every single direction and it feel like you were looking at people that were very possibly in that situation, rather than, you know, multimillionaire actors that are
Sure.
like, you watch Oppenheimer and the Odyssey that's coming out in the summer, and you think to yourself, it feels like I'm watching a movie. And obviously, to a certain extent, you're always watching a movie, but it's nice to go to the theater and feel like you're watching a real account of something. And I think The Secret Agent did that really well. And obviously, it might not be the one that I think will win, but that's the one for me that
I like the pick.
yeah,
I like the
yeah.
pick.
I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. Okay, number 2 on the list of awards we will be talking about is film editing. I'll take this one to start because I know you weren't super interested in this one. But anyway, also I didn't run through the nominee. Let me run through the nominees for casting just so everyone knows. The nominees are Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. Okay, so film editing nominees are F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Funny enough, I think this this movie is allowed to be on 2 awards. I think this and another one. I think, and it's the one I'm going to pick for
I
the
know
winner.
what you're gonna say.
I think it's F1. I think the editing of F1 was absolutely amazing. I thought that it handled so much and did it really, really well. I think that F1 can be kind of a confusing thing because I'm not into F1 at all. I think I have my opinions on racing cars, but I'll leave that for another day. It just They made it interesting to me, and there's a lot of other things to the movie that I'm not a huge fan of, but I thought that the editing, making it as engaging as it was, I thought was really good, and I think it deserves the award.
I think that's a really good pick.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't pick One Battle After Another, which is my pick, I would
Yeah.
have picked F1. Like
Mhm.
again, I can't I'm not gonna act like I am qualified to speak on film editing, but
Mhm.
I thought with so many different things going on, like so many different people in different places, I thought it flowed really nicely. And I think about that last like car chase sequence where you got like
Mhm.
sort of 3 different settings,
Yeah.
the 3 different cars,
Mhm.
you got the winding hills, and I thought it just flowed really nicely through all the shenanigans this movie presented.
Definitely. Yeah, I thought that was one of the best scenes of the film. I just yeah, the way he was edited especially, it's just amazing, and I really like that movie. So obviously that scene from it was going to be one that I remember. But yeah, I like the pick. I think that's a good pick. Okay, moving swiftly on. Number 3, one that I care far less about, but one that I feel like we should talk about is music. And the first award we're going to talk about is original score. The nominees are Bugonia, which I watched yesterday, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Anna, I'll give it to you. Who is your original score pick?
My pick is Sinners. I love, 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 love Ludwig Göransson. He is on a generational heater.
He
I mean,
is.
this dude is like just on everything, and it's always so good. I thought it was a perfect soundtrack, like so haunting when it needed to be, but also like just like a beautiful listen, and like I thought it just went really well with the movie.
Yeah, definitely, and I agree wholeheartedly. That's my pick as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, the entire movie really is a testament to the music. Like that's
Right.
I feel like at its core, it's the music, from the plot to actually the production itself. And so I think it deserves original score. Also, some discussions about maybe original song as well, which is our very next award, best original song. We'll go into the nominees now. Dear Me, Golden, I Lied to You, which is Sinners, Sweet Dreams, Sweet Dreams of Joy, excuse me, and then Train Dreams. Which one? Well, actually, I'll start. I'll start here. My pick is Train Dreams. I thought that, first of all, I love that movie. That movie was just amazing as like a a commentary on the smaller aspects of life. I thought he was really really nice, and I thought that the song, I believe it's the song at the end, right? Well, like
Yeah,
everything's winding down, and the end of the
yes, you're
credits as well.
correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, and I just funny enough when we went to the marathon on Saturday, when I went in to check the theater, that was what was playing. It's
Yeah.
just you only hear 10 seconds of it, and it's just such a beautiful song. So I think that one for me is my pick. Anna, what about you?
I have to pick I Lied to You.
Yeah.
I mean, I will admit, like, I've only heard 3 of these songs.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Only
I'm the same way.
Golden, I Lied to
Yep.
You, and Train Dream.
Yep.
So this is, like, not a knock on the other songs. I just
Definitely.
haven't heard them.
Mhm.
But I don't know. It's maybe the highlight of the movie. I
Definitely.
mean,
Yep.
it's really good. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, for sure. That movie is phenomenal, and the music, like I said, is a big part of it. Okay, now into the more exciting awards. We're going to start with actor in a supporting role. So the nominees are Benicio del Toro from One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi from Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo, Sinners, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård in Sentimental Value, which you watched this morning.
Yes.
However, I think I'm going to start with this award because I have a lot to say on this
Okay.
award.
I'm ready.
And I will start. I don't know what to start. I'll start with this. Stellan Skarsgård is a main character in that film.
I
He
agree.
does not deserve to be a supporting actor. Obviously, you want to get an award where you can. He probably wouldn't be strong enough to win, best lead actor. But like, I don't know. I just feel like it's an opportunity for these other characters to win. And there's an argument to be had about Sean Penn being low-key kind of the main actor in the film as well. But I think Stellan Skarsgård, above all, should be on the main actor award nominee shortlist. The other thing I have, and this is something I'm a bit more passionate about, is anybody could dress up in makeup and be Frankenstein for an hour, like 2 hours. Like that requires very little. I don't know. Obviously he's a phenomenal actor, and I'm being a bit tongue in cheek. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that, but how is he being nominated for an award? He just grunts for 2 hours. What are we doing? So that really really bugs me, and I know he's a good chance to win, so I'm very upset about that. But okay, I'll get on to my I'll get off my soapbox and actually onto my pick here. So best supporting actor for me, I was torn between two, and I think, going back to what I said about casting, you don't want to feel like you're watching someone act, and I think Benicio del Toro and Sean Penn both did a really good job with that. I think that Sean Penn was a little bit more important to the film, and so I feel like, I don't know, I really liked his performance. I think that he just made you so uncomfortable when you saw him pretty much throughout the entire movie. I know you weren't like the biggest fan of One Battle After Another, but I thought his performance was amazing. I thought Benicio del Toro was super funny anytime he was on screen. Like any scene with him in it was guaranteed to be funny and enjoyable. But yeah, my pick for many reasons would be Sean Penn. So what do you got?
Yeah, that's a good pick. I'm gonna need you to just hear me out
Oh no,
and respect my opinion.
it better not be.
I just think that for Jacob Elordi, it showed his range. I think it was just like maybe he's not the best, okay?
Yeah.
But like this is a role for him, and like a performance that really surprised me.
Yeah.
I am someone who, not because it is a good movie, has seen The Kissing Booth maybe 10 times. Possibly 10 times in my entire life.
Uh-huh.
And to see him just
Yeah.
do this, and I don't know, I understand where you're coming from and like reducing it to grunting, but I do
Yeah.
think it was a little more than that.
Yeah.
There is something to that, and there is something to be said about that being a breakout performance for him.
For sure.
And for that reason, that is my favorite performance.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
why.
It's like, I think the range thing is a great comment because it kind of separates him from The Kissing Booth and from Saltburn, where
Right.
he's playing, and even Euphoria, where he's playing pretty much more or less the same character. So to see him step out of that and to be something completely different, not even like remotely on the same level, I thought I agree. I agree with you on that front, that he did a great job, and coming to his own, and I think he's pegged to win it probably. So I think that's definitely a fair pick, and like I said, a bit tongue in cheek with my hatred, I suppose, for acting like that.
It's a valid. I understand. I
Yeah.
understand where you're coming from.
Yes. So that was my only issue with Best Supporting Actor. But enough of that. Let's go to actress in a supporting role. So the nominees are Elle Fanning from Sentimental Value, I am not going to pronounce her name well at all, but it's Inga Ipsidarililis from Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan from Weapons. Ooh man, I might screw this up. Wunmi Musaku from Sinners, and Tiana Taylor. I apologize for brutally messing up both those names. Tiana Taylor from One Battle After Another. I'll start with you. What do you got?
I think my pick heading into today was Wound Me,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched Sentimental Valley this morning, and I really liked Inger's performance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to maybe give it some time to sit with me, so
Yeah.
it's not like recency bias.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think I haven't seen Amy Madigan. I have not seen Weapons, and that
True.
I think she's the front runner right now.
She is, yeah.
So I like just to preface that I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've seen every other actor. From what I have seen, I thought that Wound Me was just like this really solid performance, like an important part of the film, like playing Annie and just solid stuff all around.
No, I agree. I thought she was great. I thought there's a lot of layers to that film, and her relationship. I'd forget the name of whoever she was with, but seeing that as well as Haley Steinfeld's relationship with the other one, I thought that was like a fun kind of layer to the film. I thought Wound Me was great. For me, I do think it's Inga. Like I want it to be.
That's good to hear. Then.
Yes, exactly. She was phenomenal in that, and I bring it back again to not seeing an actor, watching a film and you don't realize they're acting, and I thought that she was phenomenal. Really was kind of in a sense the middleman kind of between Stellan Skarsgård and Renate Reinsve, and I thought that she handled that really well. And I think that people can sympathize with being in that position in terms of a fractured family, and I think she handled that really, really well. And for me at least, I really want her to win, and think she definitely deserves that. Okay, now to the fun, exciting one: actor in a leading role. The nominees are Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke in your favorite Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, and we already discussed Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent. Yeah, I'm gonna let you start again on this one because I think you wanted to chat a little bit at least about Blue Moon. So
yeah, you made it obvious. I just was like, I watched Blue Moon, I saw Ethan Hawke, and I was like, this is a great performance. I don't think you've seen it yet, right?
No, I have not.
And he's just unrecognizable in it, and the movie, it's so simple. It's 2 hours in a bar at a party, and this guy is just lamenting, trying to pick himself back up for what might be one of the most difficult moments of his life, and what he doesn't realize will also be another one of the most difficult moments of his life. And I think Ethan Hawke just knocks it out of the park completely.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's good. And I can't knock on any of that because I haven't seen it yet, and hoping I can before Sunday's awards. But for me, I struggle with this one because like part of me is willing this to happen because I want it for him really bad. I think it's Timothée Chalamet. From what I've seen, I thought that he handled Marty Supreme so well. Like just being able to encapsulate the burning passion of needing to, and he kind of replicates that a little bit in real life in terms of the not being the nonchalant Hollywood actor and saying, "Oh, I love everyone and I want everyone to win the awards," but he's out there and saying, "No, I want to be the best," and he reflected that really well in his performance. I thought the movie itself was really great. We'll get on to discussing Best Picture and whatnot. But yeah, I thought the depth of the movie was great. I thought that he was such a shallow character, but towards the end, obviously, you see the depth that he does have and his range. Like he's able to do that, and I think he is the best actor in this star-studded lineup. But I do want to give a shout out to Wagner Moura. We both saw Secret Agent. He was just great, and more or less playing 3 actors in that. So yeah, he is incredible, and yeah, if it wasn't for Timothée Chalamet, that might be my pick. So okay, moving swiftly on. Actress now in a leading role. The nominees are Jessie Buckley in Hamnet, Rose Byrne in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue, Renate Reinsve in Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone in Begonia. So I'll chat a little bit more about this than just giving my award. So I saw Begonia last night, and first of all, you said, when I said that I was going to watch Sirat in theater, you said that it was kind of scary. And you watched Begonia in theaters. That must have been terrifying. I did not realize he was that scary. That was horrifying. That was a horrifying movie. When he blows himself up in the in the closet,
Yeah.
dude.
I was
Oh.
not ready for that.
Yeah, no, it was not fun. But no, great movie. She's incredible. Good. She has a chance to win her third. Like, I mean, that's on another level. But yeah, for me, my pick is gonna be Jessie Buckley. I know we've talked about it already. You're not saying you're not a fan of her or her
I am
performance.
very much a fan
Yes,
of her.
exactly. But you just didn't like kind of how
Yeah.
you don't like that version of acting winning, and that's totally fair. Kind of the screaming and over the top passion, and it can kind of get annoying, and I get that. But I think that she was everything that was good about that movie. Anytime she wasn't in the picture, it just wasn't. I don't know. I didn't feel myself drawn to it as much. And then when she was there, you really could see kind of everything she was going through. And the movie for me is far more about her than it is about Shakespeare. And I think that's a testament to how good she is. But yeah, let's hear what you got.
I think my pick is Rose Byrne. I know. I think your Letterboxd review is like nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And like I literally felt every second of this movie like I wanted to throw up. It was so anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Mhm.
And it is all because of her.
Yeah.
Like she carries the whole thing, managing so many different nightmare scenarios.
Mhm.
Like the one scene, like I will never forget. Can I talk about the? I don't want
Please
to
do.
spoil.
No, you can.
When
we've
she
spoiled already.
pulls out her daughter's feeding tube,
That's horrendous. Oh man.
that is, I will never forget that. I mean, this movie is
Yeah.
insane, and I think it works, and it works too well at times.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's all because of her, and she really, really gets it done.
Yeah, it's such an uncomfortable movie, and that's what it's going for. It wants you to be uncomfortable, and I think that's it's a good tool. For me personally, when I go to a movie to enjoy a movie, it's tough to like deal with that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take away from how good she was and how good the movie itself was. So yeah, and shout out to Kate Hudson. I watched Song Sung Blue. She was great in that. Fun movie. Okay, now international feature film is our next award. The nominees are Brazil for The Secret Agent, France, It Was Just an Accident, Norway, Sentimental Value, Spain, Sirat, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, and Tunisia, shout out to Africa, The Voice of Hinderjab. What do you got for your pick?
I've only seen.
Yeah,
This
fair
is
enough.
on me. I've only seen The Secret Agent and Sentimental Value.
Yeah.
I think the Sentimental Value just like barely edges it out. Like,
Yeah, no.
the acting performances are too good to ignore. I mean, 4 Oscar-nominated actors.
Yeah, exactly.
It's off the charts.
Yeah, you're not losing that. So I'm the same way. I put it up here just to see if you had an argument for The Secret Agent, but after this morning watching Sentimental Value, you're just in line with me. I think it's gonna win. I think it's just ahead of The Secret Agent, even though like Brazil has a good chance to win back-to-back international feature films with I'm Still Here last year, which was also a good one. I'm starting to really like the Brazilian films. Like every year they put out something nice, and I really enjoy that. Okay, the next award, almost to the end here. The next award is cinematography. The nominees are Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. I'll kick it off to you. Go ahead.
My pick is Train Dreams, and I know it really helps when, like, I think we talked about this a little bit too, when the backdrop is like
Naturally,
Washington
yeah,
and just like
exactly, naturally
beautiful,
pretty,
like hills and trees and sunsets and running waters.
Yeah.
But like, I read online that this was almost like totally shot with natural light, and I think that's just a really huge feat considering all the views and all the pictures
Yeah.
they were putting out, and like some of the shots were really unique too, like when they're like sawing the log,
Yes,
like
and had the camera
and
on
then
it,
and then like when they're cutting down a tree and the camera's at the base of the tree and you pointing up at the sky and you see it falling down. Like I think it's just really unique and really beautiful.
Yeah, unique is a perfect way to say it. I think that they tried a lot of things and all of them worked. You mentioned the lighting decision, great. You mentioned the song of the tree, awesome. The falling, it's just so much of that movie was about the setting, and they picked that up really well. My pick is also Train Dreams. Thought it was phenomenal. Really, really, really like that movie, and the cinematography is a big reason why. Okay, on to our next. Original screenplay. So the nominees are Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Once again, I'm going to kick it off to you because you talk very well about films, and I want the guest to get a good chance to speak. So go ahead.
Well, I'm good with anyway, but I think my pick is Sinners. Like I think my favorite of these films is Blue Moon.
Yeah.
But like it's like I said, it's very simple, and I think Sinners, it just knocks it out the park in terms of everything it does. Like one of the most unique films we've seen in a while, I think, and it does everything right. And there's no point in the film where I was like, I wish he didn't say that or like do
Yeah.
that. Like, and I thought it was beautifully played out and well written.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm the same way. Sinners is my pick for best original screenplay. Same with you with Blue Moon. Mine is Marty Supreme. Like I enjoyed Marty Supreme more than I did Sinners. And you could also say that kind of about sentimental value, but still, I think that it's such a unique story, and it's the reason that these companies should take chances on
Yeah.
original stuff instead of just pushing out a 15th Marvel movie in the last 10 years. So I think that Sinners was great. He was like the first really, I feel like the first really, really big movie of the year. And,
Right.
and it blew everything, in my opinion, in this list creatively and whatnot. It kind of blew everything out of the water. Obviously I say that without, seeing Blue Moon, but you're the biggest fan of Blue Moon and you still see Sinners as number one there. So yeah, I agree on that front. All right. And wrapping us up is Best Picture. There are a lot of nominees here. We'll go through them here. Bugonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. There are a lot of options here, and I think that you can go a lot of different directions, obviously. I personally think that there are two on here that have not necessarily no business being on here, but I would be very surprised if I see either of these two win. And that's F1 and Frankenstein. I just don't see a world where they even put up, a fight at all. But yeah, for me, my nominee, what I want the Best Picture to be, and I already mentioned this a couple times, is Marty Supreme. I love that movie so much. I thought that Timothée Chalamet is great in it. I didn't know Tyler, the Creator, could act. I thought he was
he was good.
Yeah, he was really good. And same with Kevin O'Leary. I mean, say what you will about him, but I thought that he was phenomenal, and he really just needed to be himself. Like, you didn't even need to give him any lines. Just go play an asshole that cheats people out of money, and he fit right into that. If you see this, Kevin, don't come at me. And then what else? Yeah, so Marty Supreme was really the one I liked. I loved the story. I think people said that they didn't like how off in a bunch of directions it went, but I thought that was, I don't know, I feel like that was indicative of where Marty was.
Yeah.
Like, he's not set on anything. He's very, he's not consistent in what he does. He's kind of all over the place, and I think the film replicated that really well. And towards the end, when he doesn't get any answers, we don't get any answers either. And it's kind of an uncomfortable place to leave as, a film or a story, but I think that was a really good tool to give for the audience. So that's my pick. I'm interested to hear what you've got.
I have had 3 different answers for the past hour.
Yeah.
This one is really hard for me.
Yeah.
Typically I'm able to say, wow, this is great.
Yeah.
Like, this is it for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can say it this year, because I think there's a pretty even group here. Like, a lot of movies to be excited about. I think if you ask me right now, I think it's Sinners.
Yeah.
Like, I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like we've been saying, it's just I love something as unique as that.
Mm-hmm.
Really thought the performance was great. I love music. I thought the music was so good,
Mm-hmm.
and for that reason, it was captivated the whole time.
Exactly. Like, there's you don't really think of a movie like it. I mean, you look at Marty Supreme and you can say, Hidden Gems, which the Safdie brothers made. That kind of frenetic character study of just somebody going after it, repeatedly. And you can kind of say the same for a lot of the other movies. But Sinners is so unique, and the reason we picked it for screenplay is the reason that I think that you're not far off when you say that it is Best Picture material. Okay, cool. Those are the awards. However, I do want to, up on the screen now, you'll probably see, or no, you will see, a sheet with all of our predictions as well as what we think is actually going to happen. And Anna, I kind of want to run through a few of yours. Okay, so we'll start with Best Picture because that's what everyone wants to know. You went with Sinners. I'm the same way. I went with Marty Supreme, but I think One Battle After Another will win it. Do you have any, reason that you think it's One Battle After Another instead of Sinners?
Just momentum.
Yeah.
It's all about momentum. And I think that's the reason why again, with the way I saw it, it's not touching maybe the top 4 in this list for me at the moment. But it has all the momentum.
Yeah, definitely. When you say top 4, you mean of your choice?
Yes.
Fair enough. What would be your top 4 in the Best Picture?
I've been going back between Sinners, Train Dreams, Bugonia, and Marty would be 4.
Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah. And it just sucks to say that, and then you're like, oh, sentimental value is not on the list.
Right,
The
but
Secret
there's,
Agent
I mean,
isn't on the
they're
list.
so
But
good.
all of them are so amazing. We'll go through a couple of the others. Best costume design, I had the same one, Frankenstein. Same with makeup and hairstyling. I think those, if I had to pick, those are probably like the biggest locks in terms of just what's going to happen. I don't see a world where those don't win. Let's see, anything else is different here. Okay, so you do think Jessie Buckley will win Best Actress?
Yeah, see, when you said like biggest lock, perhaps this might be it. I mean, she's won every precursor award.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
Yeah,
I really actually am like a big Jessie Buckley fan.
Yeah, she's great,
which makes me like so sick that I don't see it.
That is true. Have you seen The Bride yet?
No, but it's on my list.
Yes.
The reactions are making me interested.
I know I haven't seen it yet, but I really do want to see that because I love the story of Frankenstein, and The Bride is just as good. Yep, same with supporting actress. Went with Amy Madigan instead. Okay, let's see any other. So you think it will be Michael B. Jordan? Okay, best actor. Sorry, I'm talking about best actor.
It's just tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
It's all about momentum.
Yeah,
it's like on TikTok, I'm seeing like these are the amount of times where like the person who's won like the actor award, they call it now, is like hasn't won the Oscar.
Yeah,
it's like so low.
Yeah. You see that happening, and I'm the same way. And we'll put up mine as well. I have Michael B. Jordan winning as well. I feel like, and I mean, I saw something earlier. Polymarket has Michael B. Jordan as the front runner, like 58%. And if you take your information from any source, make it be Polymarket. So that's where I'm taking my Oscars predictions. I think Michael B. Jordan is leaning towards probably going to be the winner there. You mentioned, I feel like all the best actors. Obviously, I haven't seen Blue Moon, but I know he's probably pretty good in that. Do you think Ethan Hawke is? Where do you put Ethan Hawke?
He has no chance.
Okay, so would you say he's 5?
He might have the lowest odds.
Okay, what do you? So you think that he is the least likely to win?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are talking about Leo for a little bit there. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. Because he low-key kind of, I don't know. I don't feel like the movie's about him either.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he's kind of.
He wasn't at his worst, but I don't think he was at his best.
Yes, I agree. I think that his best is so great that anything that's not it is kind of like, oh man, but he still was really good. Okay, best supporting actor, you went with Sean Penn. That's actually really funny. If we go over to mine, I was the other way around.
No way.
Yeah, I went with Sean Penn who I want to win, but I think Jacob Elordi will win. I don't know. I feel like everyone feels the same like you do. The him doing something crazy and out of the box and something so different from his normal that he deserves to win. So, what else? Best casting. Yeah, Sinners. I'm on that as well. I think that it will. It's just like you said, the momentum. It's so great,
right?
That I think it'll win. I'm the same with you. Best Picture, One Battle After Another, looks kind of locked on to win that. I will speak a little bit about the best animated feature. I did not see K-pop Demon Hunters at all. Did you see it?
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of the animated films.
So
that's on me.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I did not see Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, or the other one. I don't know what that is. I saw Zootopia and Arco, and I will say that Arco was so good. I liked it a lot, but obviously I think K-pop Demon Hunters is everyone's favorite thing.
Right.
So I think that it will unfortunately for my fandom of Arco, I think Demon Hunters will win. Best production design was another one I had. I think Frankenstein will win. Everything that's like, how does it look? I feel like Frankenstein's gonna win just because it's so crazy. All the stuff that they had, like the shot of the frozen battlefield with like the horse frozen, like that stuff is just so.
It's a movie that looks good.
Yes, it's amazing, and like especially I think you can't really go wrong with like Halloween movies. You just you make it spooky a little bit, and it's gonna look really good. So I think that's kind of a lock on there, and you have Frankenstein as well. So you mentioned Best Actress. Is there another one that you're like, if I had to put everything on it, I think this award is going to this person, or this.
Like locks?
Yeah, like what is your biggest, other than Best Actress, what is like your biggest, this is going to happen? Because I'm looking around and I don't know.
I think, did you say F1? I would say Best Sound.
Yeah.
Best Sound seems like a lock. And then
Funny enough, I'm different.
VFX, I think Avatar.
Yeah.
I'm
Did you see it?
I'm a nut for Avatar. I love Avatar. Anyways,
I have not seen any of them. I'm gonna be honest.
They're amazing.
I have not seen a single Avatar. But yeah, I need to see that. Funny enough, I'm actually different on Best Sound. I think it's Sierra with the Spanish one.
Okay.
Just because I see people talking about its sound being absurdly good.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a cool win.
Definitely, international, features getting a shout out would be great. What's one that you're just like so up in the air about? I think there's so many that could are toss ups, but is there one that you could throw a dart and it'd be just as good as your guess?
And probably there's a bunch. Like I think cinematography could go either way.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what you got on that. Oh, you got One Battle After Another for cinematography.
But I think they could. I think like One Battle and Sinners. I mean, it's just. I think that is maybe the truest coin flip out of this bunch.
Yeah, I think that's a great call. I think also Best Original Screenplay. I feel like is people. I think all of these stories were so unique. I think that I just want to talk about it a little bit. I think that Sinners, for me at least, is so different that I feel like it deserves it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. It just means that it's unique, and we all want to see new films. We want something new to engage with. So yeah, I think Sinners for me is probably, original screenplay being up in the air is probably the most like unsure one. But yeah, this is great. Are you gonna watch? You're watching the Oscars on Sunday, I assume.
Oh, I will be watching. I'll be tuning in.
Do you know who's hosting? I don't know who's hosting.
I actually don't think I do.
I really hope it's. I doubt it's him again. But Conan was great last year. Oscars host. Is it Conan again? It is.
That's huge.
That is.
I love
fire.
that man.
Yeah, Conan's great.
Yeah.
Conan is phenomenal. Yeah, he was good last year. If you're not able to watch, you've got this. So just turn this on, and this is better. This is good enough for all intents and purposes. Okay, so yeah, I think that wraps up the recording. Anna, thank you so much for being here. I know you have a busy day, so I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me on this podcast. Do you have anything you want to plug, like your socials, all your sports stuff?
I'll plug at ADub Sports, ADub_sports. Anywhere you get your social media.
Insanely good sports journalist right here. So follow that when you can. Okay, well that is gonna do it for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let us know in the comments what your picks for any of these are, what you disagree with, what you do agree with, or a rogue shout that you have anywhere on that list of nominations. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.